Okay. Well, it's a little bit past 2, so I'll go ahead and get started. So yeah, this is social media in your retail location. We're going to be talking about best practices for both seasonal and year-round retailers of fireworks. So let's get into it. Okay, the agenda today, I'm going to introduce myself and Spirit of 76 from, a social media standpoint. We're going to discuss why it's important to have an online presence. We're going to go through steps for prepping your social media and online presences for the season. That's going to cover social media management and the page recommendation settings, setting recommendations that I would tell you guys to our best practices for how you want to set up your Facebook and other platforms. Then we're going to talk about ways to increase your Facebook fan base organically. That means totally unpaid tactics, not boosting anything. And then we're also going to go over some content ideas for that. And then I'll discuss 5 relevant business goals that are kind of relevant to fireworks and small businesses and seasonal businesses such as yourself that social media can help achieve. And then as promised, we'll go over Facebook's latest changes, kind of changes to their algorithm and their interface. And then at the end, I didn't put it on here, but we will talk about advertising on Facebook. Okay, so as you know, I'm Sam. I don't know if you guys have known me. I'm the content marketing specialist for Spirit of 76. You probably have seen me in some videos that we put out on YouTube. I have a little over 3 years professional experience with social media. I've been managing all of our social media accounts through here, as well as email and events and all kinds of promotions and communications for Spirit of 76. I am the resident expert on social media, but I'm still always learning. So just take everything I have today, knowing that I'm not like a complete expert, but I do obviously have experience with promoting this kind of business online. And so I wanted to be able to share all those best practices with you guys today. Spirit of 76 Fireworks, we have over 10 active social profiles across Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. We have over 7,000 Facebook fans altogether. That includes, Spirit of 76 Wholesale, the store, our retail store that we have in Columbia, Missouri, Sky Bacon, Realtree Fireworks, and 76 Proline. And then we also are very near 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So go subscribe to us on YouTube. We're definitely going to be doing something special. I don't know yet what it is going to be, but we're going to be doing something special for our subscribers once we hit that 10K mark. So why should you have an online presence for your store? If you're here tuning in today, you probably already know why it's so important, but let's go ahead and reiterate. Having an online presence will help prove that you are a legitimate business, and it will help shoppers find your store. So think about how many times you go out and make a search and, are trying to find a flower shop or, a local something in your area where you can go get a service or a product. So 63% of shopping occasions do begin online. And that was a 2018 study. I'm sure it is a lot higher now. But being online is so important because that will help your potential shoppers find you and access all your information. And then being on social media is also very important. Not only can you share updates about your store, interact with your customers, and they can interact with you, you can reach new potential customers or shoppers, and so much more. I'm sorry, my dog is making some weird sounds under the table. But being on social media is really all about being transparent with your customers and giving them the freedom to seek you out and then be advocates for your store. And then a really interesting quote that I saw from Nielsen is that they said that 66%, social media saw a 66% increase in usage during this COVID-19 pandemic. So that means that more users are on social media now more than ever. So if you didn't have an online presence before, now is the time. Okay, so let's get into the platforms that I recommend you guys use. So first, this really isn't social media, but it is online and it is just as easy to set up. This is Google My Business. This will allow your storefront to show up in search results, show up on Google Maps. So anytime anyone is searching for fireworks in their area, your store can pop up. And it also will allow you to set up a website for free. If you say want to have kind of, not necessarily a selling storefront, but just a presence online that isn't Facebook and isn't a website that with a domain that you own, you can set up a website through Google My Business for free. And then Facebook. Facebook is the big one. You will reach a majority of your customers through Facebook as a social media platform. And having a Facebook business page is really, really important. It is free. It can be an alternative to an owned website. A lot of people, a lot of small businesses and fireworks retailers completely use their Facebook page as their website. And that is totally okay. That is very effective in keeping everything up to date, making sure your customers know exactly where you are and the latest information they can find about your store. It is easy to manage. You can link it to an Instagram business account if you so choose. And during this COVID-19 pandemic, Facebook has seen a 76% increase in engagement. So your potential customers, there's a higher chance that they are now on Facebook. And then one other recommendation I have for you guys is to be familiar with YouTube. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, but that's mainly so that you can stream videos in your store if you have the internet capability. So why am I not really talking about other platforms like Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok? Today, we're not really going to focus on those, but I will go through kind of what my recommendation for each of these. Twitter, it is free to use. It's easy to use, but as far as local targeting goes, it's really not that effective, and it is not great for small businesses to get engagements on it. If you notice, Twitter is really about big brands and big personalities, people that are famous, use Twitter a lot. You know, any company that is looking to network with a broad audience and not anyone in their particular area can use Twitter. But really, I don't recommend it for fireworks retailers, especially not seasonal ones. Snapchat does offer geo-targeting. This is an option for paid ads and filters. So you can have a geo fence around your area if you want to use filters. You can also run ads through there. But as far as organic content goes, it's really not great for small businesses and local businesses. So I really don't recommend spending too much time, if at all, on Snapchat. TikTok, this is so new. I actually do think there is some potential for it. I'm not going to go too much into detail on it today because we don't use TikTok yet, and maybe we will in the future, and maybe I will go into it more in depth the next time we host something like this. But as far as I can tell, there is a little bit of potential for organic reach because you can use local hashtags, and that will allow people to see videos that are popping up in their area. And it could be worthwhile as a seasonal business because the posts are so short-lived, they're very fleeting. So, you know, I mean, as a seasonal business, that could be a perk for using TikTok. A thing to consider is that the content must be relevant and entertaining. These are very short clips of videos, and they have to be entertaining, otherwise people are just going to ignore them. So if you want to use TikTok to promote your store, I encourage you to try it. I encourage your employees, maybe your younger employees, because it's definitely more popular with teens. I encourage you guys to try it. I can't make any promises that it will necessarily encourage foot traffic in your stores, and I definitely would not recommend trying to use it to share your promotions. But if you want to try it as a source of entertainment and, you know, sharing entertaining things about your store, that could potentially encourage people to see that and kind of recognize you as someone in the community. So if you're thinking about using another platform other than what I just mentioned, I want you to kind of consider these questions. Are your customers using it, and are people in your community using it, the people that you want to reach and want to come into your store? Can you pay to advertise fireworks? This is a huge setback for a lot of platforms. And can you target by location? So advertising for fireworks can be very, very tricky. If a platform does allow you to use or does allow you to advertise fireworks, paid advertising, then that could be definitely something that you really consider. Do other small businesses in your area have success with it? And do you have the time to maintain it? So if there's another platform that you're really considering using, I really want you to consider all of these items before you decide to make it part of your social media or marketing plan for the season. Okay, let's go into prepping your social media or your online presences for the season. And so the first thing I want you guys to do is have a plan for management. What I mean by this is you and your trusted employees can manage your store's profile. So social media management is a daily and hourly task. It can be easily done from a phone or from a desktop, but if you guys are moving around a lot, or maybe you don't even have a desktop available, or your employees are managing it, they can do it from their phone as well. So this will include answering customer messages, checking for and responding to reviews, posting updates, and even monitoring events if you have any. As part of your plan for management, you should brief all your employees on protocol as to how to use your social media accounts. Make sure that they're being professional. Establish a schedule if you can. You know, maybe one day one employee is in charge of checking Facebook and answering comments and messages, and another is checking your Google reviews and responding to those. And then another thing is making sure all your employees know who to ask for questions they don't know the answer to. So there shouldn't really be any excuse for not knowing the answer to someone's question. There should always be a protocol. Let's go to the next slide. Let's talk about Google My Business. So if you've never set this up before, it's just business.google.com. This site is great. You can add all your information about each location, and you can have multiple locations. And I won't really go into how to set up multiple locations because Google has plenty of how-to articles. You can just Google, you know, how to set up multiple locations, and it will walk you through it. But basically, you want to have all your information on there: the address, contact info, hours. You can use special hours to mark your open dates if you're a seasonal store or tent. You can add a website, or you can even just use your Facebook link. And like I said, you could also set up a website through Google My Business if you'd like. Make sure you mention which payment options you accept, and then upload photos of your storefront and your interior so people know what they're expecting to look for whenever they come to your area. And then this is super relevant for the COVID-19 crisis. Are you temporarily closed, and when will you reopen? That is an option that Google My Business gives you to display on your search results. And then you will need to verify your business so that you can add it to Google Maps. Again, if you don't know how to do this, if Google will easily walk you through it. You can easily just Google how to verify my business on Google My Business. And you can easily get that done within an hour. Then you can add users. Users can be the primary owner. That could be you or whoever owns the store. And then you can have employees be managers on there. And then an option is to set up messaging. This is where people can, when they find your store on Google, they can click to send you a message and ask you questions about it. And this will require the mobile app, Google My Business. So if you have it in your plan to be answering messages from Google, definitely whoever you have in your users, have them download that mobile app and make sure that it is in their schedule to check and respond to reviews and messages daily. So that is kind of the majority of setting up your Google storefront and Google My Business. Let's talk about your Facebook business page. If you're just starting out, it's facebook.com/pages/create, but a lot of you probably already have a business profile. You can do multiple locations on Facebook as well. This is set up through Facebook Business Manager. Again, you can look up how to set that up with an article, but that is basically through the store locations feature in Business Manager. And what that does is allows you to choose a main page, and then you have additional locations that are managed through that main page. Always, right before the season starts, add, if you're just starting out, or update the information that you have for each location. So this is here, if you go onto so Facebook has a new look. If you go into your page settings, you'll be able to find page info, and that's where you can put in your address, contact information, hours of operation. I encourage you to put the dates of operation in your description section. It doesn't really give you an option for that as a seasonal business, but you can easily add that into the description. You can select your price range. You can upload or type in the product categories you offer, and then you can also add your profile and banner photos or a banner video. And I encourage you to add images of your storefront and images of what your store looks like inside. Okay, so getting your Facebook page ready for the season. What you want to do is update your page roles. So back to that social media management. If you're having multiple people, be able to control your Facebook page, you want to add them as a page role in there, and that is through the page settings, page roles. You'll just type in their name if they're on Facebook, click add, and we'll have them accept it. There are a few different types of page roles that you can choose. So an administration, that the admin manages all aspects of a page and can edit, remove other page roles. So that would be you or whoever owns the store. And then you can have editors who can post content, they can respond to comments, they can send messenger messages and create ads. So that would be like a really trusted employee or employees that you have. And you can also have moderators who are only those who respond to comments and send messenger messages. And you can also customize those permissions as well. So yeah, and that will also be in your management plan. And maybe you even ask employees to check messages on Facebook at the beginning of their shift or every hour or something like that. Okay, so let's talk about recommended page settings. In your page settings on Facebook, I recommend that you turn on your reviews. These are great, allows people to post reviews and your page will show them. Obviously, a lot of people use reviews before ever stepping foot in a business. So if their friends are posting good things about you, or really anyone, if anyone says anything good about you, that is huge for your store. So keep reviews on. Another thing is to allow people to tag your page. This is useful when you're encouraging customer content or user-generated content. This is found in the others tagging this page in the general section. Then I suggest allowing your page to be recommended to others. This gives you the possibility of your store popping up on someone else's feed, saying, you know, someone else that you're connected with likes this store. And it could even pop up if someone, like, say, likes your competitor from, you know, across town. Then your store might even pop up and say, oh, hey, you might like this one as well. So that's really useful. Then another thing to set up is automatic messaging. I would say that this is totally optional. You can have an auto reply to let people know that you'll get back to them if you're busy. You can also have auto questions pop up. You can, you know, if people are always asking about your location or how to contact you, you can set those up. And this is kind of how that would look like. This is a fireworks retailer that as soon as you go to their page, these questions pop up, and someone who wants to know more about it can just click on one of these, and that, you know, that prompts a question, that prompts engagement with your page. Okay, here's my little tidbit about YouTube. Playing product videos in your store. I know this doesn't have a lot to do with social media, but this is just one thing that I wanted to let you guys know about. You can stream videos through YouTube if you have a device in your store, like a TV, you know, desktop computer, iPad, tablet, whatever you have to stream videos or to play videos, you can stream through YouTube. We have this channel called Fireworks Blast. These are all unbranded videos, so non-76 branded, that you can create custom playlists of items that you have in your store. So that's an idea of just super easy way to have videos. You can also download videos and load them onto a device. So if you go to 76fireworks.com/video, we have all of our unbranded videos available for download, and you can easily just download those, load them onto your device, and set it up somewhere in your store. And people can, I suggest using a standard video app such as the VLC Media Player to present videos, or you can play them on a loop, you know, anything like that. And then if you want scanning ability, what I currently recommend is using the Pyro Salesman. This is a little bit of a pricey option, but if you are dead set on using scanning ability, that is what we recommend. And they already have the Spirit of 76 video library up there. And I will share this link at the very end as well. Okay, let's talk about increasing your fan base organically without any paid promotions. So what Facebook wants you to do is focus on gaining relevant followers and earning engagement. So followers are basically like currency on Facebook. Well, likes and engagement are also like currency on Facebook. But followers really matter because the people who follow your page are the people who might see your posts in the future and in their newsfeed. Not every person who follows you will see your post. It's only if that post ranks as a very engaging post. But followers should be relevant. So these should be people that are likely to engage with your posts and with your page. And engagement is so important because engagement, these are like the reactions you get on posts, the comments, the shares, video views, post clicks, anything like that. Facebook's algorithm ranks engagement super highly. It ranks posts likely to engage users higher than other content. So if you go into Facebook, you look at the very top, you know, the first thing that Facebook sends you is something probably from one of your friends that has a lot of likes already, or that you're really, really likely to engage with. And then the next few are going to be very similar. They're going to be from other people that you're likely to engage with, or other pages that you follow that you have a tendency to engage with. So let's see, where are my notes at? Yeah, so even if you have a ton of followers, if they're not regularly engaging with your content, your organic reach will actually decrease. So do not focus just on getting a crap ton of followers. You want people who are going to click on your post, leave a comment, like it, share it, anything like that, or even just watch your video. So how do we find these followers? One really, really easy hack you can do is invite your relevant Facebook friends to like your page. Like I said, don't go inviting everyone. Not everyone cares about your fireworks store. Choose those in your area, in your store's area. Choose your family and friends who are likely to engage with the posts, and choose your, invite your current and past employees who are, if they're past, hopefully they're on good standing. And really any of those who you think are going to enjoy fireworks, enjoy the outdoors, and enjoy anything that you're posting. So another thing to do is to make your employees brand ambassadors. They can mark your store as their workplace, and then they can invite their own relevant Facebook friends to like the page. And then one of my favorite things to do to gain followers, it's super easy and super effective, is to invite likes from your popular posts. So if you have a post, let's look at this one. If you have a post that has gotten a lot of engagement, what you can do is click on this little underlined number, and a page or a pop-up like this comes up, and you can scroll and invite, you can click to invite people who have not already liked your page. So if they've liked something that you've shared, they're way more likely to click to like on your page and then continue engaging with the content that you post. So another way you should be looking to increase your fan base organically is encouraging word of mouth from your customers. One great way to do this is to incentivize check-ins, reviews, and page likes. This is something you can do in your store. So during their visit, a customer can check into your store on Facebook, and they can leave a review on Facebook and Google. And a huge thing that you can do to encourage them to do this is to offer an incentive. And maybe they show what they've done on their phone, and they show it to you at checkout, and then you give them that incentive. So put up the call to action in your store with signs. Here's a really, really fancy example. I don't expect anyone to go out and copy this exactly, but essentially this is just a sign that you can put up in your store that tells customers all the ways that you're looking for them to engage with you online. And the incentive is a free item, you know, free novelty, free 200-gram cake if they leave a review, free novelty if they like you on Facebook, and then definitely put your Facebook handle on there. And another thing you can do is encourage user-generated content. So maybe you offer a promotion for people who tag you in a video or photo after they have purchased something in your store and go home and post about it. So definitely encourage your visitors to post and tag your page. And then if you can, if their permissions allow, share it, because that will get, they will see that you shared it and they will appreciate that. And then this will also encourage repeat visitors. So if they've already come into your store, purchased something, and then they have the opportunity to get 15 or whatever off their next purchase, if they tag you in a video or photo, then that will definitely encourage them to come back in. And then the last way I am recommending you increase your fan base organically is just to post awesome content. Let's get into that. Awesome content usually comes in the form of some kind of media. We're talking about video and photo content. Facebook really favors video content the most, especially if it's over 3 minutes long. If you've ever uploaded a video to Facebook, it's recommending that it be at least 3 minutes long. That's what people usually like to engage with. So Facebook really wants to keep users on the platform, and they want to kind of be the next streaming service. So that's why they really favor video content. You want to be posting the video directly to Facebook. Don't use any YouTube links. You can, you know, download the videos from our video library. You can download them from YouTube, do whatever you have to do. Or, you know, when you're making your own videos, especially, post them directly to Facebook. Do not submit a link, because Facebook does not want anyone leaving Facebook to go find a YouTube video. And then tag people when applicable, especially in photo content. Let's see. Well, when tagging people, their friends also see that. So if you have like a customer in your store who has given you permission to tag them, then and take their photo, post it, and tag them, then their friends are going to be able to see that they went to your store. Another way to post awesome content is to go live. This is huge, especially during the coronavirus crisis. A lot of people have gone live. Oh, I have a typo. But what that's supposed to say is Facebook Live gets 6 times the engagement over regular video posts. 6 times. So Facebook Live is really, really useful because fans will get a notification when you go live. They can also, usually when people go to Facebook, if someone is live or someone was recently live, they will see that at the very top of their feed. If they know the person, or if they are following a page such as your page, that will show up the first thing. So going live is huge. Or if you're scared to go live, like me, you can use the Premiere function to schedule live videos. And another thing to do is you can also use your past videos to host watch parties. So you can use a previous video to host a watch party, and that will allow you to watch in real time with your followers, and it kind of really encourages comments. It will boost an older video that you've posted. What I want you to keep in mind is that good content is all about people. Users are way more likely to engage with any posts that you have that involve people, especially someone they know. But if you're posting a video, posting a photo, or anything, always include a person, or even like a cute dog or cat. You know, people just love to be able to relate to whatever the content is. that you're sharing, and usually they can relate to whatever that person that you're featuring is. And then think about also the ways or the things that you like and the things that you follow and why they stand out to you. It's usually something that you can connect with, and you'll see that you probably engage a lot more with posts that are featuring people or featuring animals, if that's your thing. Let's talk about some content ideas for Facebook or fireworks retailers. So as I said, photos are really, really easy, really good for showing off the things that you do in your store. So this can be something like seasonal store setup, post a bunch of pictures of you guys setting up your store or your tent or your stand, and mention the opening date. That usually gets a lot of engagement. You can, as far as like including a person in your photo, so maybe you want to promote a specific item. Have an employee or a customer that you've asked permission to pose with that product, and that will get you way more engagement than, say, a photo of just the product. And tag them if they allow it. And then if you host an event, take photos of that. People love that. Video, as I said, this is huge. A great idea to introduce your store to people online is to post a store tour, and bonus points if it's live. I know that can be really nerve-wracking, but store tours are awesome, and they're really, really easy to do, even if you just, you're just using a phone camera to follow someone around in your store talking about all the products and features in your store. That is huge, and that will get a lot of engagement and shares. Other things that you can post about are, or other videos that you can post are your own product testing videos. So if you have space to go out and test some of your fireworks, do it. People love to see that. And then you can, as I said before, you can download those videos from us. Really, it should be 76fireworks.com/video. You can post those directly to Facebook. You can also repost anything that we have on the Sky Bacon, Real Tree, and Spirit of 76 store Facebook pages. Let's see. Last year, we did Amanda did a really good store tour for our seasonal tent. I'm just gonna show a little bit of that because I want Amanda to feel as embarrassed as possible.
26 fireworks tent, the largest fireworks tent in mid-Missouri. My name's Amanda, and I'm gonna give you a tour of our tent.
So this was really effective. It got a lot of shares and engagement, and it obviously shows off what we have in the tent.
One of the coolest things about our tent is that we have daily deals. As you can see, it's 20% off everything today. We also have free product for every $50 you spend, and everyone who enters can spin our Wheel of Boom.
And I'm going to skip forward a little bit because it does have some entertaining parts. So Amanda had to help a customer, so we had our sales rep Kiefer come in.
And there's a ton of selection, a high shot count, tons of parachutes for the kids.
So it's just kind of goofy, but it also, it really, really shows the personality of your store and the people that are that are going to be in your location whenever users come visit. So it really shows off any kind of personality and what they're going to expect. All right, I'll stop torturing Amanda there. Okay, let's talk about going live on Facebook. So as I said, this is really, really effective. What you want to do first is get prepped. Make sure you have good internet connection. Live events work best. Obviously, when you have good internet connection, you don't want to be cutting out in the middle of your live stream, as Spirit has already kind of failed at us a few times when we had any demo shoots because we're out in the middle of nowhere shooting products. So going live is kind of difficult when you are only relying on data. I definitely don't recommend that. But if your store has good internet connection, you're in good shape. Then have at least 1 or 2 people featured being the focal point of the live event. And when you're doing any kind of live video or any kind of video, you should first identify who in your employees, maybe it's yourself, an employee, a friend, or someone to be kind of your store ambassador on video. They have to be good on camera. They have to be kind of confident and charismatic. Really, that's all that matters, is being charismatic and being able to have their composure on camera. So another thing you want to do is obviously choose a time when your store will be quiet. You don't want a whole lot of things going on in the background because it's live. You can't back that up and reshoot. Have a general game plan, and what I mean about having a game plan is, what are you going to be doing? Are you going to be standing? Are you going to be sitting at a table? If you're going to be standing still or sitting still, I suggest that you prop your phone up, have someone hold it, or use a tripod. And then if you're going to be showing off products, have those ready before you go live. And then if you're going to be walking around your store, maybe you're doing a tour, consider using a selfie stick. As I said, you're going to be using a phone, which is the easiest way to go live. So having a selfie stick would be really, really helpful, or just have someone follow you with the phone and make sure that they are as stable as they can be. And then also get your store prepped for that, have a clear walkway, and make sure any employees that are in the store working at that time know what's going on, and either prep them to stay out of the way, or let them be involved and have their little 5 minutes of, hey, this is me, I'll be at the store and you can see me, and I'll give you recommendations on what to buy. And then also part of getting prepped is you should want to offer a promotion to viewers. This is a huge thing to get people to actually watch your live stream. So maybe you're going to give a few random viewers who comment on the live stream. Maybe it's, you ask them to comment what their favorite firework is. Maybe you want to give them a free item if they come in and visit. Or maybe you want to run a giveaway contest if they share the video. And I'll talk about contests in a minute as well. So when you're going live on Facebook, also, you do want to promote it beforehand. Here on the right side, I have an example from a local jewelry shop that did something similar. They did this whole event where they had like a shop live online. So what they did was they sent out an email to all of their customers, their usual customers, and they said, here's when we're going live, here's what we're doing. And they gave a link to the Facebook event. What they did was they created a Facebook event as well, so that was just another way that people were getting notifications about it. So yeah, if you have an email list, definitely send them an invitation to join you when you go live. And then anytime you're posting about going live, be sure to mention the time and the incentive for people to join you. And then when you go live, good luck. If you slip up, that's okay. Things happen, and hopefully it'll be even more entertaining. But afterwards, make sure you invite those likes from people who engaged with your live stream, as I showed you guys how to do before. So let's talk about contests and giveaways. Notoriously, these are really, really effective ways for small businesses, especially fireworks businesses, to get a lot of followers and a lot of engagement in a very short amount of time. So what you can easily do is just offer some really awesome giveaways And then in the post where you're promoting this, ask people to, 1, like and share the post, 2, like your page, because what you're doing is you want a lot of people to follow your page, the people that are interested in the giveaway item, which could be a firework, or it could be something related to fireworks or summer, or things like that. And then 3, have them tag a friend in the comments section. And encourage them to tag only people who like fireworks. You know, you don't want them tagging their grandma or grandpa or whoever, or, you know, a person who's in a completely different state. Encourage them in that post to tag someone relevant. And make sure that you remember to update the post when someone wins. So here are a couple of examples. This was from Whiz Bang Fireworks Emporium. They are out of Columbia, or Republic Mo, and they did a really successful giveaway. What they did, these, like I said, you can do a fireworks related giveaway or just something completely related to summer. They gave away a fire pit filled with all these goodies. And what I like about this is that if they really wanted to, they could pay to promote it. They did not. All of that engagement is all organic. They got over 600 people to like it or react to it, over 500 comments, and over 600 shares. That's a lot. And I know they, for sure, how they set it up was people had to like their page. So they got undoubtedly a lot of page likes just from that. And then here's another example of one that we did for Sky Bacon. Obviously it didn't get nearly as many because I think Whiz Bang has, a lot more followers to begin with. But what we did, I wanted to recommend that you also post a video with it, because videos, as we talked about, are really engage worthy on Facebook. They're going to be ranked higher for getting in front of people's news feeds, and they play automatically, so it's going to catch their eye. Okay. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention real quick was that we'll talk about this a little bit at the end, but Facebook's algorithm has been changing recently, and what they are doing actually is kind of discouraging this engagement bait or clickbait content. We're going to call it engagement bait. It's not really clickbait. They're trying to make it less and less effective, but one way to ensure that people will see this is to ask people to tag their friends in the comments. If you get tagged in a post, you're definitely seeing it. So I'm not really sure what the future for contests and giveaways like this holds, but I can tell you that if they are tagged in the comments section, they're going to see it. So let's talk about encouraging people to visit your store and also encouraging FOMO, that's fear of missing out. So for Now's Fireworks, they did this really cool post that was encouraging people to come into the store, and the first person to show up and show them this Facebook post, I don't think they didn't pay to promote this, won a fountain. So that is really cool. They told me that the customer who had won it had bought earlier in the year. She saw the post and came back in. She was so excited to have won that she actually purchased a few more items that day. So she'd already completed her fireworks shopping for the season, but she came back in just to be able to participate in what they were offering that day. And then what we do at our seasonal tent is we have this thing called the Wheel of Boom. And this is really popular. All it is just a big screen TV that people enter in their email, and then they get to spin this digital wheel and they immediately win a prize. Doesn't matter they don't have to spend anything. They immediately win a free item. And so posts like this get a whole lot of engagement because we make sure to tell them, hey, you know, it's free to spin. Here is our tent hours, where we're located, how to get here. And then we also include a person, one of our employees. So it has all these elements, and these posts get a lot of engagement, and a lot of people see these. And this is why I'm saying encouraging FOMO, because they don't want to miss out on getting a free item. They will come in, and they do. We get a lot of people winning big with this wheel of boom. So when they win something big, we usually ask to take a photo and share it. And what we didn't do on here was we didn't tag them, but probably will start doing that next season or this coming season. But I do encourage you to ask them if they can be tagged on Facebook when you know, if you're running some kind of promotion, or you're just taking a photo of them and sharing it. If they can be tagged in your post, that makes sure that all of their Facebook friends will be more likely to see it. So all of these, again, got a lot of reactions and shares, and encouraged a lot of people to walk into our tent and spin the wheel, and then, hey, they're there. They can start shopping. Another idea for content is just to post goofy videos. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Bang Bang Lady, but I'm gonna play just a really short piece of this because it's just goofy. This is notoriously like a terrible fireworks commercial, but it works.
We want to show you something really hot.
You know them as the Bang Bang and Boom Boom Ladies, promoting the fireworks outlet in Russell County, but they weren't the first ones in these commercials.
And she got on TV and she said, bang, bang. I said, oh no, this ain't gonna work.
So Wanda Lamb, aka Bang Bang, the manager of Fireworks Outlet, jumped in.
I'll stop it there. You guys can watch more of her stuff later if you'd like, but really her stuff is just really goofy and off the wall, and it gets a lot of shares, even though it's like kind of, it's gaudy and it's so ridiculous. That's what gets people to like and share it sometimes. And then if you're familiar, Spirit of 76 does this. We post goofy videos all the time during the fireworks season. We have our top 10 videos, which are ridiculous and silly, but they get a lot of views, and they encourage people to buy those products. It looks like, I'm so sorry, you guys, we're already almost to 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna try to go through the rest of this as quickly as I can, but here are some things that I want you to avoid. Don't do too many text-only posts. They just don't do very well for engagement. Don't do too many promotional posts. They don't, people don't like to see them, and it really doesn't encourage many people to go to your store. Don't post any busy graphics. Instead, just take a cool photo and let the caption do the talking. Don't do any irrelevant posts. Stay on the topic of fireworks, and make sure that, don't make your posts all about your store and your products, because people want to see and hear from people. Here's an example of a really busy graphic / a promotional post that we actually did a few years back. And I can make fun of it because I posted it. Look at that, it's way too busy. It barely got any engagement, and it for sure did not really encourage many people to come into our store. It was not that effective. Okay, let's go through 5 goals that you can achieve with social media. So 1, increase foot traffic. 2, get repeat visits. 3, spur online orders if you have an online ordering this year. 4, find seasonal help. And 5, gain credibility in your community. So increasing foot traffic, social media can help you with this if you mention your location and hours often. So if you're only posting once a day, you should include your hours and where you're located. Encourage visits with giveaways like that For Now's post that I shared with you. Encourage people to come in and get something free. Hosting events is huge through Facebook. Make your opening day an event and invite all your relevant friends to it, all relevant Facebook friends. You can even turn in-store promotions into an event. We did this last year. We had an event called Family Night and Safety Training. We had a lot of people go. We had a really great turnout. And what we did was also we offered a raffle there. So that ended up having, being really effective in getting a lot more people to show up and give us their information just to enter into the raffle. But what the event was just a free show. It was a free demo. So we demoed off a lot of our items, and then we also talked about safety. And as you can see, we had a really great turnout. Getting repeat visits, and this really deals with growing your email list. If you don't have an email list for your retail store, I encourage you to build one. You can add a sign-up form to your Facebook page that encourages people to fill it out and give them their email address. So MailChimp or other email marketing platforms, these can give you a form that you can add to your Facebook page, and that will be under that email sign up tab. Now, this is an example from the store, and you guys can do a lot better. This is through MailChimp, but here, as it shows up on your page, you can describe why people should sign up. So you should be able to describe the incentive for signing up. Here, it could be like, oh, give us your information and we will send you a coupon. So what you would want to do is set up the email automation to welcome those new subscribers with a coupon or a discount for when they enter their store or come back to the store. So encourage people to fill it out. Add the information about your email sign up to your banner page. This could be like, just saying, hey, if you fill this out, if you give us your email, we will send you a coupon, and then direct them to go to your email sign up form. You can also post about it and just share the URL to sign up. You can also use a text to join code, and what I saw, we haven't done this yet, but Textful is an add-on that you can add for MailChimp. That is, it's free for I think the first 30 or 60 days, and then it's something that you would have to pay for, but that is for you to gain that text to join ability for people to just text a number and they are entered into your email list. Another way to encourage people to give you their email is to make it the focus of a contest. So say the first 100 people to sign up for your email list get a free coupon or a free item or something like that. And then another thing, this isn't really social media related, but I do encourage you to, if you can, with your POS system, add an email and text message sign up form onto that. Amanda, we use Clover in the store and in the tent, right? And that is something that gives us the ability to encourage signups. Can you talk just a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we use an add-on through our Clover system. It's called My Rewards, and when they're checking out, it prompts them to put in their phone number. And then once we have their phone number, it's in our system, they get a certain amount of their total purchase back in store credit for the next time that they come in. So we can text them and tell them what they've got on their balance, or we can send out additional coupons, or just text them and say, hey, like, we're having this promotion, come back and use your credit. So it's a really great way to reach customers and get them to come back once they've come one time.
Yeah, so if your POS system, like she said, we use Clover, allows for it, definitely that's something that you would want to add into your ability on there for whenever people check out at your store. So this season, I know a lot of you are accepting online orders. Facebook can really help you get those online orders if you know how to promote it. So what I would suggest in Google is to add that website onto your Facebook page, into your Facebook page info, and on Google My Business. And then let people know that they can order online. Share the link in your posts. Always have media on there, as Facebook's algorithm really doesn't like links because, as I said, they want to keep users on Facebook. So if you're sharing a link with media such as a video or a photo, that post is more likely to be seen. So if you're trying to get people to go to your online store, that's a good way to do it. And then you can also post a Facebook offer. Users, they can act on an offer immediately, or they can save it to be notified before it expires. This also works for in-person offers as well, and you can make it a combination of the two. We recently posted an offer through our wholesale page, just to show you kind of how it looks. And what we did was we incentivized people to click on it so that they can shop online to save up to $300 with our early order sale, or get 50% off shipping. So posting an offer, it still shows up on your Facebook timeline on your page the same, but it kind of comes up in the newsfeed a little bit different. And so it's a little bit more eye-catching than just saying, hey, go to my website, and Facebook will favor that more than a link post. So Facebook job listings are really, really effective for finding seasonal help. A lot of you guys who are looking for seasonal help are probably looking for high schoolers, teenagers, people, kids who are 16 and up, and a lot of these kids are going to be on Facebook, so they're probably not looking around like LinkedIn or Indeed for jobs, for seasonal jobs. So Facebook is a really good place to connect with them and to target them. So in your page settings, what you can do is enable your jobs tab on through the template and tabs section, and so that's how people can see your jobs tab on your page. But just through your mobile app and on desktop, you can just add job listings as needed. Applicants will apply directly through Facebook, and you'll get a notification when someone does apply. And then make sure you're closing your listing when you're done hiring. And of course, share the post. People who know someone who's looking for a seasonal job will be more inclined to share these posts, and they will a lot of times comment and tag someone who they know needs a seasonal job. So these are really easy. Within a few days, you'll get several applicants. So a lot of seasonal and small businesses have had a lot of success with Facebook job listings. Also, if you were wondering, users can just browse for jobs. It doesn't have to just pop up in their news feed. So this is just a screenshot from the app. You can look at jobs on Facebook. And then I wanted to talk about gaining local credibility and using social media to do that. So I want to encourage you guys to position yourself and your store and your employees as the fireworks expert in your area. And what that means is talking about safety. So on your Google page or your own website, I think you guys should have a section on fireworks safety. You should mention that you guys only sell legal, high quality products. These are things that families really take into consideration before going out to a business that sells fireworks, especially if they have little kids. Safety is a huge, huge thing. We actually have a fireworks safety page or a kit that you guys can use, and it's ready to be shared. It's at skybaconfireworks.com/safety. So that's our Sky Bacon website, and all of that, it only mentions Sky Bacon. So if you don't sell Sky Bacon in your store, it might not be relevant for you, but if you do, that's something that you can easily share so that people know that you're serious about being safe. And on Facebook, I encourage you guys to connect with people in your area and organizations that are really important for credibility. So, you know, local fire and police departments, radio and TV shows, news networks, and other authoritative personalities. Connect with them, both with your personal page and your business page if you can. Another thing to do is host a safety event and notify your local media. So your local TV and radio stations will be all about, they're always reporting around the 4th of July on like how, you know, you see all these negative stories about accidents happening with fireworks. So you really want to get in front of that and let people know that your store is an expert on safety, and that is a huge concern for you guys. And then just post often about safety, share videos, infographics, share quick tips paired with photos that will grab people's attention. And then never ever share content involving the misuse of fireworks. You guys should know that. I'm gonna mention that again, just so that, you know, if you're having your employees manage your Facebook accounts, to make sure that they are not ever sharing or posting content that shows any kind of misuse of fireworks. Always be professional. Then, as promised, I'm gonna go over a little bit of the Facebook's latest changes. So their algorithm has changed to, unfortunately, decrease the organic reach of pages, or pages are non-users, they're business pages, or maybe they're, you know, like an authoritative page. But Mark Zuckerberg actually said that pages that are creating posts that people generally don't interact with or comment with will see their organic reach decrease. So that is something to keep in mind. This just means that your content has to be engaging and share worthy more than ever. Another thing is they are decreasing the organic reach of engagement bait content. I already talked about this. So what I would recommend is use contests and giveaways sparingly. I know a lot of stores, fireworks stores, are in the practice of doing a lot of giveaways in one season, and this does still have the potential to help a lot. And as I said, you would encourage people to tag their friends, tag people, you know, who are going to get a notification of that post. But I do want you guys to be aware that the organic reach of those pieces of content is supposed to be decreasing, and we're just going to have to watch and see how that plays out. But for now, encouraging people to tag is going to be really effective. And then another small thing is that the mobile newsfeed posts are changing a little bit. So instead of having that 4:5 image aspect ratio, or instead of having the 2:3 aspect ratio, it's now going to be 4:5. So it's a smaller image. And then now they're only showing the first 3 lines of text followed by a see more button. So that just means that your first 3 lines of text have to be extra catchy, extra, you know, really pull their focus, and your image doesn't have to be a full vertical, you know, image. It can be a cropped image. And then let's talk a little bit about advertising on Facebook. This is a huge thing for you guys because it's supposed to be impossible, but I'm telling you today that it is possible, and we've been able to do it. Avoid the F word. That's fireworks. Do not use fireworks in your posts that you are wanting to promote or pay to promote. And avoid related words such as, you know, sparkler, Roman candle, things like that. And then also avoid promotions, because chances are if you're promoting a specific item, Facebook's immediately going to flag that. So what I want you guys to do instead is to focus on your location. Use the promote your business locally ad goal. So whenever you're creating an ad, there are several different ad goals, but if you want to drive people to your store physically, you will use the promote your business locally goal. And then always include your store's address and seasonal hours. And then, of course, you will want to include some kind of incentive, a promotion such as a very general promotion that doesn't talk about fireworks, such as 15% off your entire purchase. You can boost an on-site event if you have removed the word fireworks from the title and the description. Now, all of this, these are all tactics that could work eventually, but you will have to try multiple times. Every time that we have tried to boost an event or create an ad, it will reject us at least 3 times. And sometimes the 4th time, does the trick. Sometimes it's the 2nd time. Sometimes we have to wait several days. But what you want to do is check your ad copy and then click request review and just keep trying that. If you have avoided using the word fireworks and any of those related words, and you have avoided any of your media in there doesn't say the word fireworks, chances are you will be able to pay to advertise that post. So here's what's worked for us. We're gonna kind of look at these 2 ads that we did in 2019 last season. So this is an ad encouraging foot traffic. What we did here was we posted a video. This just had fireworks going off in the background of our tent. And all it says is the largest tent in mid-Missouri, and it tells you where it's located, and it also tells you what the hours are. This was successfully boosted, and it gave people the opportunity to immediately click to get directions. So we spent $150 on this. Now I'm showing you guys this because I don't necessarily think this is one of the more effective boosted posts. We did reach over 14,000 people, which is great, and the cost per view or video view was really low, but our goal was off. As you can see, it's get more video views instead of get people into the store, even though the ad copy included getting directions, which once you click that, it just pulled up Google Maps. But I would encourage you that make sure that your goal is on point for getting people to click that get directions button and go to your store. I think it's because we posted a video, and so Facebook decided that our goal was to get more video views, which really wasn't the case. But I did want to show you guys this because this was a successfully boosted post. Another one we did was promote an event, pay to promote it. We had that family night and safety training. I showed the details on there, so you can see that it does not mention fireworks at all. And this one I think was a little bit more successful because we got a lot of people to respond to that. So we got 340 responses, and as you saw earlier, we had a really, really good turnout, and it reached 7,000 people. So even if people did not engage with the post at all, they know that, they know where Spirit of 76 the store is, suddenly the tent, because they can see the address. So that kind of comes to a conclusion. Here are a bunch of the resources that I talked about. You can find us on Facebook. You can follow us on any of those handles there. And then if you want to download images or videos to share on your own pages, I encourage you to go to 76fireworks.com/images or /video, and those are downloadable. For videos that are of lower quality, if you're using a device that has limited space, you can go to /1080p video, and so those are slightly lower quality. And then of course the fireworks safety kit. I'll come back to this page in a second, but I do want to remind you guys that this Friday we have a virtual demo that is going to be on our YouTube channel. It's our consumer fireworks demo premiering at 7 p.m. Central Time. Go and find the Facebook event so that you can stay up to date. We have new items. We have fresh video. We just filmed it just the other day, and we have random giveaways. So I really, really encourage you guys to tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun. And our sales team will also be tuned in, talking in the chat. And then we, of course, have our ProLine demo on Friday, May 15th. And there's a Facebook event on that as well. But going back to the resources, now's the time to ask some questions. So Amanda, do you have some questions for us? I know I was getting some notifications as we were going through that, and I'm sorry I had to, I checked the time and we are way past 3 o'clock, so I do apologize.
The only question I see is Instagram. What are your inputs on using Instagram to advertise?
Yeah, so Instagram is linked with Facebook. Obviously we use Instagram for our wholesale, and we have a store Instagram as well, and we have I believe a Realtree Instagram. I think that if you have, I wouldn't spend a whole lot of time, and I definitely wouldn't pay to promote on Instagram, but if you have an employee who wants to post on Instagram, I would encourage them to do so. There's no reason not to. It's just, it's more of an entertainment avenue, and it's not really necessarily for, it doesn't help a lot of small businesses. I wouldn't say get people in the door, but if you have used it in the past, and if you have a lot of followers, you can encourage more people to follow you, and you can use it to reach more people to get into your location, kind of using those same tactics that I talked about for Facebook. So yeah, I mean, it's free. It's all about photos and videos, and of course, fireworks are a very visual product. So it would absolutely be worthwhile if you have the time. If you don't have the time, don't worry about it. But if you have the time, or you have someone who is really, really interested in having your handling your Instagram, then by all means, go ahead and use it.
And then Donna asked if there's a way she can get a copy of this PowerPoint.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. This whole presentation, we're going to upload this to YouTube. It's being recorded now, and I will be uploading this slideshow. I'll include a link in that YouTube description.
And then Adam asked how to get around the advertising limits on Snapchat because they ban fireworks advertising.
Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, I mean, if I don't think that we ever had an issue with it whenever we were advertising. We tried Snapchat the last couple of seasons, and I think we were able to do geo-targeting, geolocations for our filter, but I mean, if you use the same kind of techniques that I said for Facebook, you know, avoiding the word fireworks, avoiding mentioning very specific products, which I know is really difficult because you want to tell people that you're a fireworks store. That's really the only recommendation I can make. Yeah, it's a tough world out there for advertising for fireworks. I know it, and Google is even cracking down on it too. I know we used to have a bunch of ads on Google for our wholesale operation, and they have been cracking down more and more just recently on those. So things are always changing. I'm actually curious if anyone has been able to upload advertisements on Snapchat and how effective those are, but I don't really recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it for us, and I wouldn't recommend it for you guys spending too much time on it. I still think that trying to use Facebook is the most effective method.
Eric asked, are there ways to advertise using Google or Google Business?
Yeah, so just, yeah, like I just said, Google is cracking down. I don't you might as well try. You know, you miss all the shots that you don't take, right? So you might as well try, but we have not gotten very far after Google started really coming down on our ads, anything that mentions fireworks. And with Google, you do want to mention fireworks. People are searching for fireworks, so you want people to know that you sell fireworks. So really, you just kind of have to get a little bit better about, you know, making sure that your Google storefront is up to date, your Google My Business information is up to date, and your location settings are up to date. You can try avoiding the word fireworks. You can try appealing it. So far, we haven't really had much success with it, but you can definitely try.
And then Donna said, having the word fireworks in our business and Facebook page name will not eliminate us from advertising / boosting as long as our post does not use the word fireworks.
Yes. So in our experience, we have our name is Spirit of 76 Fireworks, right? So what we do is we specifically create ads that do not mention fireworks, even though our store's name is, and we clearly say that we sell fireworks. But that specific post will probably be denied the first, second, third, multiple times. I'm just telling you guys, try to be patient, try to keep trying, because just the last time that I did this, I was promoting, we had an advertisement about our demo coming up on Friday, and that one, it took me about 3 days until it was approved, but finally it was approved. And you'll notice that no mention of fireworks are in that event, and that's why. So yeah, you just got to be patient, and you got to annoy Facebook with all those repeal requests. You know, you can request a review every time. Don't give up. It's possible, it's entirely possible that you just won't be able to do it, but I still think that you should continue. You should, you know, check your ad copy and just keep trying. And eventually, if the post you're trying to boost does follow those guidelines, then they will more than likely be able to let you advertise it. Okay. I see someone asked, what is a Facebook fan? That just kind of means someone who likes / follows you on Facebook. Let's see. All right. Oh, advertising on YouTube. We did try advertising last year on YouTube for our seasonal tent. I don't think YouTube again is through Google. So, like I said, good luck with it. You can try your hand at it. I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to work because Google is a little bit more strict on their policies, and once they have, you know, once they decide that your post or your listing isn't approved, they're probably not going to go back on it. They're not like Facebook where they allow multiple revisions. It's a lot easier to get things done on advertised on Facebook, but yeah, you can try using on Google. Actually, I did see that a lot of video advertisements done through YouTube, sometimes they don't get screened. As far as I remember last year, a lot of those just went straight through. It all kind of depends on the day and who is, I guess, whoever in Google is or YouTube is looking at those ads and approving them. But it is definitely possible to advertise on YouTube. Make sure that you talk about you focus your targeting on your locations. I don't think that, to be honest, I don't think that we saw a big return on an investment with it. We just kind of tried it just to see if we were able to do it. So that's kind of why I didn't talk about it today. But yes, it is possible. All right, well, last chance for questions, but oh, is the Wheel of Boom an app? Good question. Amanda, do you want to talk about that? I know it is not actually, and it's actually something that we developed.
I don't know a ton about the background of it. I know our IT department kind of created that. Yeah, that's about all I know.
Yeah, what we can do, I think I know, yeah, our IT team can provide a link for what they used, but it is a really cool feature. So if you're able to put that in your store, I definitely recommend something like it. Yeah, but I will, whenever we put this YouTube video up, I will include a link to whatever platform they use to make that Wheel of Boom app. All right, I think it is time for us to sign off, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you gained something from it. I know it was a lot of information. We're definitely putting it up on YouTube. I'll hopefully have it up tomorrow. But hopefully you found something useful, whether you're just starting out or you've been on social media promoting your business for years. And I'm sorry that advertising on any platform is so difficult and annoying, and I wish it wasn't that way, but that is the world we live in. And I wish you guys the best of luck for this upcoming season, and I hope you guys are all staying safe. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, hit us up on Facebook or email me, sam@76fireworks.com. Yeah, all right. Thank you guys. Thank you, Amanda, for being the moderator. All right, you guys have a great day.